when the first time we were introduced to Indian food. My wife and I were at vacation, and across of our hotel there was this Indian Himalayan restaurant that we went and checked it out. One of the things that they really advised for us to try was biryani. Ever since we tried that, we fell in love with it. Today, I want to introduce to you chicken biryani. It's gonna be our version, but we're gonna try to recreate that and see how that turns out. Okay, friends, we're gonna start with marinating chicken. We need about 1 cup of plain yogurt, red chili. It has a lot of heat. If you don't like heat, use just 1 spoon, but I'm gonna use 2 spoons like this. We're gonna use turmeric, about 1 teaspoon. Gonna use coriander, olive oil. Don't be stingy with oil when you're doing Indian food. And we're gonna mix this. So before we mix it completely, another ingredient is ginger and whole garlic. So I'm gonna use about this much of ginger and whole garlic, blend this in a blender. We got that blended, so we'll add this all together and mix this. Another ingredient I'm gonna use is, it's not usually used, but I really love, it's a tikka masala. I'm gonna add this about 2 tablespoons. I can already smell Indian spices. This is gonna be amazing. Looks good. So now it's all mixed. We have about 2.5 pounds of chicken here. We're gonna add this. We'll have to use our hands to mix this. We'll put this in refrigerator for about 30 minutes to have this marinate. I forgot to use salt. 1 tablespoon of salt you want here, and let's mix it. Next step, we cut some onion on relatively same pieces. Then we add a little bit of salt here, and we're gonna put this for about 20 minutes, let it release juice. So now after 30 minutes, look, it got soft, and we want to drain all that juice, even squish with your hand. See how much water coming out? We want that water out. Now we drain it. We're gonna go to the stove. I'm using cast iron pot to cook this. We're gonna put oil. We are not gonna make it very hot. Don't worry, it's not too much oil because this is Indian food. Put our onion in there. All right, we are mixing this. I got 1.5 onion here. What we want caramelized onion. We're gonna drain it, and then we'll put onion on a paper towel. Chicken goes in a pot. I forgot to tell you guys that you need to take skin off. You don't want skin in your biryani. So next step, we are gonna wash rice. And keep washing until you see water clear like this. And once water coming out clear like I have, fill it with water and let it stand for 30 minutes. Now 30 minutes is up. We're gonna drain water and leave it for about 15 minutes to get all the water out. We are gonna prepare ingredients for our rice. I'm using this to fill in. So what I use for it is star anise, black cardamom, green cardamom, cloves, coriander, and a little bit of saffron. So I fill all that in here, gonna close it, and we're gonna boil so it's not gonna be floating in my rice. We'll start preparing our rice. We're using big pot for rice. We're gonna fill with water about half of this pot. The spices that we prepared goes in. We are gonna put 1 tablespoon of salt, a little bit of oil, 1 tablespoon of vinegar. This is gonna keep our rice from breaking. We are gonna bring it to a boil and then we're gonna fill it with rice. Our water is boiling. We are gonna start cooking our rice. We are not gonna cook rice completely, about 75%. Our rice is almost cooked. You can see it. Now we are gonna prepare to put some rice on. So what we're gonna do, we take a little bit of juice out of here. We'll start setting our rice very gently. And put it very, very low and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Do not open it. All right, let's try it. Wow, you can taste all the spices pretty much. But first you taste that rice and then you start feeling that curry. You start feeling that heat a little bit, and I love heat. And let's try a little bit of potato and a little bit of chicken and rice. Let's put all together and take it one bite. We have a little bit of homemade pickled tomatoes. It goes really good with this. Wow. And biryani, it's my favorite rice. You guys try it, follow my recipe, put thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all.